Enjoy yourself.
Welcome to the Phreak Show. Welcome to the Phreak Show. Welcome to the Phreak Show. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the seats though. Welcome to the Phreak Show. Welcome to the Phreak Show. Welcome to the Phreak Show. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the seats though.
Miami sports, music.
Hello, Miami Dolphins fans, and welcome to the first episode of the Phreak Show here at DolphinsTalk.com. Week 1 of the NFL season. I am your host, Michael Leva, joined by you love her, Dolphreaky yourself. Sometimes I'll call her Allie. I'll slip into that, but it's Dolphreaky. Dolphreaky, how you doing?
It's Dolphreaky time. Let them know.
Let's get freaky
Welcome
with it.
to the Phreak Show. Let's go. Episode 1.
Episode 1 here at DolphinsTalk.com. We'll be here each and every week to get you through the season. Now, when it'll drop each week, we don't know. She's got a busy schedule. I got a busy schedule. We're going to find time Monday through Friday to record. I just can't promise what day it's ever going to be on a week given because we have lives. And also, this show will be exclusively on the Dolphins Talk YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed to the Dolphins Talk YouTube channel to see this each and every week. Before we get to the show, a couple bits of housekeeping. First off, today's show is brought to you by Caneswear. Everyone go to caneswear.com for the best and most affordable Miami Dolphins apparel on the internet. If you need a Miami Dolphins hat, hoodie, jersey, shirt, polo, something for the home, something for the car with a Miami Dolphins logo on it, caneswear.com. They ship internationally as well. And if you're in South Florida, stop by their shop at 2655 South University Drive in Davie, Florida. They also have stuff for the Hurricanes, the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Now, here's the deal. Me and Allie have one thing in common. We're Rangers fans in hockey. So, but we understand there's a lot of Florida Panthers fans, and we salute you for winning, but we're Rangers fans at the end of the day. But that's okay. If you're a Florida Panthers fan, go to Canes. They got stuff for the Heat and the Marlins as well. Also, shout out to everyone watching this at the I Am a Miami Dolphins fan Facebook page. And are you a member of Dolphins Talk Extra? If not, we have a promotion going up through the 7th. Go to patreon.com/Dolphins Talk. Use the promo code DTX1. It's $1 for the first month. $1. You get bonus podcast. You get a private message board. We have contests where we give away cool prizes like a Jarvis Landry autograph helmet, like a Cam Wake autograph helmet, and so much stuff like that. Check it out. And one last thing, for those of you watching on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and put a comment up below in the comments section. It's always appreciated. So, Allie, week 1 of the NFL season's here. How's your off season been?
You know, it's been fast. Like, I feel like it just flew by, and I couldn't be happier right now that football's back. But literally, I'm like not really fully ready yet to get back into the swing of things. Like, I was fully enjoying like all the non-football activities, like family time. And I took a new promotion at work, so I've been busy, like
congratulations,
trying to get my pharmacy in line and everything. And so that's been exciting. And I did a little storm chasing this season. So I've like really just
I saw that. Why the storm chase? That seems dangerous to me.
It is dangerous. It is
really
dangerous. But I've always been tornado obsessed and weather obsessed. And hurricane season, like, I like it.
There you go.
Obviously, we've had some, terrible storms here, so you can't like it too much when it's causing destruction.
You don't want to see nobody get hurt.
So I don't want to be,
general. Yeah.
I like to chase tornadoes. I like to, follow weather and post weather and, photograph weather. So that's my off-season hobby.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just an adrenaline junkie, Mike. Like, we have this, like, we have football, and football gets our adrenaline going a little bit too much sometimes. And then when the off season comes, it's like, what now? What do we do now?
And it feels like that the football season really does fly by so fast. And I know right now, week 1, we're all waiting for Sunday when Miami plays the Colts. But we also know it'll be like October, right before you know it. Next thing you know, it's November. Thanksgiving season's almost over. It's like,
and the season flies by. Life is just faster. I just know that the older I get, life is just flying by, and we have so much fun. It's because we have so much fun, and we're so busy. And I fully love and enjoy life. So I wish it would slow down a little bit. I do.
Exactly. I wish it would slow down too, because it does feel like it goes by so fast. Even the weeks, like Monday's a work week. Next thing you know, it's like Thursday or Friday. It's like, really, where did this week go? It's like It's unbelievable. But we got football in our lives. Now, I know the home opener's next weekend.
Yes.
When they play the Patriots. And I know that's when a lot of Dolphins fans will be at Hard Rock Stadium, home
Yes.
opener, Patriots,
Can't
1
wait.
o'clock. Got your big tailgate. Tell people about the
Yeah.
tailgate. Tell people what's going on with the tailgate.
So most people know I tailgate in the section called East 12. So row 209 is the spot. So write it down now. If you haven't been, you need to go, particularly for games like the home opener, fan club weekend. That row is popping.
I'll be there that weekend. Yep.
Good. You better be. You better come see me,
Yep.
because we always have, drinks flowing. We got music going. I have Gorilla Luke DJing.
Sometimes
for
a
my
wedding
tailgate.
happens, just breaks out. Sometimes
a
breaks
wedding happens. We've done 3 weddings to date. And it's not exactly something that I want to keep doing because it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I said from now on, I'm only doing it for like my close friends. It's a super corny thing. It's really just something different, and we've joined a lot of Dolphin fans in marriage. So I love that. You never know what's going to happen at this tailgate. So it's a lot of fun. All the heavy hitter players, they're out there. We've got a lot coming through. We've got the Fins Force coming through. We've got super fans, all different kinds of super fans.
I've seen Richmond Webb come through before. I know some of the media people make a run through there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. And you know what? We should throw out the invitation. I know he plays for the Chiefs. Travis and Taylor, if you need a place for your wedding, this tailgate is it. Now, I know you don't play for the Dolphins, but you'll probably be retired by the time you get married. What better place to get married than
East 12? I'm sure the last place they would ever consider, but that would be, that I would do another wedding at the tailgate if it was like a celebrity couple for sure. That would be.
Yeah, we got to find a celebrity couple.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that would really be awesome to do something like that. The attention it would get would be amazing. All right, well, let's talk some football because I know that's what people are here for. Although we are going to have a lot of fun in the show, play some games, tell some jokes, but really football, we have to talk a little football here. And this season, 2025, I think, the past few years, fans of the Dolphins have gone into the season with high hopes, high expectations, and a lot of optimism.
Every year we do it.
Every year. But I think this year it's a little different. I think a lot of fans are more skeptical, more cautiously optimistic than just optimistic. And everyone's hoping for the best. But there's a little trepidation out there, like little concern about the secondary, still not sure about the offensive line.
Yep.
So here's what I'm going to do, Allie. I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to look into your crystal ball. I know you don't have one, but just pretend you got one. And I'm going to ask you some questions and tell me what you think, like over, under, yes or no, just real quick questions. Question number 1, will the Miami Dolphins finish over 500 this year?
Yes.
That was a quick answer. She
barely.
said it with confidence. She barely. Like 98. Okay. Will Tua throw for over 3,500 yards?
No.
Okay, that's going to lead to a follow-up. Will Tua play in more than 14 games?
God, I
hope so. I know. I hope so too.
And this is where the trepidation and the hesitation comes right now because we know how critically important it is for Tua to stay healthy. This is literally the most important thing that the Miami Dolphins need to make sure happens. So let's say yes. I'm going to be positive, and yes, he is going to start more than 14 games, and he's going to be fine.
Let's put it out there into the world, and let's positive reinforcement, make it come true. Throw it out there to the atmosphere. Put it up there to the football gods.
Yes.
Here's a question. He's talking about marriage. He's now single. Will Tyreek Hill be a member of the Dolphins all season, or will he get traded in season? Will single Tyreek, although from the sounds of it, it sounds like he's always single. Will single Tyreek be a member of the Dolphins all season?
I think he will be a member of the Dolphins all season. I mean, that divorce settlement, that's some
that settlement
like she made out. Go Kita. Like she made out.
For people who didn't see it, I don't want to read it on here because I don't like to get into players' personal life, but it's on the internet. You can just run a simple search of Google to see that settlement. It is unreal, which makes me think
be married. They were married, what, 10 months?
18 months or 10 months, something like that. Yeah. But still, the point is, here's the thing. For him to pay that much, what was not said or what's not known to the public, because otherwise that seems a bit excessive. That's what are they hiding almost? You know what I mean? That's the crazy part, which I don't even want to speculate. Okay. Chop Robinson. Will he have more than 10 sacks this year?
Yes, I hope so.
Chop.
Chop. I'm gonna be popping a lot in the stands this year.
Yes, that's great, and that's a great celebration that he has.
Yes.
Although watching the first half of this game with the Cowboys and Eagles, don't do it while you're standing over a player because they are throwing taunting flags for small things this year already, and I guess it's a big point of emphasis. So
well,
if you do
it's a big point of emphasis. The NFL is not
turn your back
tolerating
to the player and do it.
conduct.
Don't do it facing a player. You will get flagged.
And do not spit in anyone's face.
Well, that too. I don't think that needs to be said, but yeah, don't spit in someone's face.
Apparently, it needed to be said today
before
during
the
Eagles
first play
game.
of the game. Oh my God, what a clown move!
Unreal.
Mika Fitzpatrick, really the one guy in our secondary that we can trust right now, heading into the season. Hopefully, that's more. Will he have more than 4 interceptions? 4 is a lot, but
yeah, I would say no.
And here's one for you because I love this player. Because I don't know if you know this, but Allie Mania is running wild all over South Florida. If you go to the Dolphin stock store, you can get your Allie Mania t-shirts in red or in black. Because what you're going to do when Allie Mania is running wild on you? So the question is, Allie, will Ollie Gordon have more than 5 rushing touchdowns?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And like I said, if you want this shirt, go to the store on our website at dolphinstalk.com. Click the Dolphins Dive and get your Ollie Gordon t-shirt.
So you're a big Ollie fan.
I have been big on Ollie 2 years ago at Oklahoma State when he was like the best running back in the world. And if people ask me why, it's because it paid for my new deck when I bet Oklahoma State each week, and I won so much money. It was great.
Oh!
Now last year he wasn't so good. Last year he wasn't so good at Oklahoma State. But with the Dolphins, we've seen maybe it was an Oklahoma State problem, not an Ollie Gordon problem, because he's looked sensational in the preseason. And I have a lot of high expectations for Ollie Gordon this year. Mike McDaniel. The guy doesn't win a lot of challenges. Like, he might win 1 or 2 a year. He's like maybe the worst coach when it comes to throwing that little red flag. Will Mike McDaniel win more than 3 challenges this year?
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Yes, he will. He's changing his ways this year. His play calling is going to be better this year. Everything, culture, everything's going to be great this year, Mike.
Everything's great. We're going to onward and upward, and watch by week 3. Ellie's going to be like pulling out her wig hair going, we stink. I don't know why I did this again.
I was literally like planning my post for when we lose this, the first game. If we lose, what are you going to say, Dolphreaky? What is going to be your statement?
I know.
But we're not going to lose.
No. Positive this week. Positive.
Yeah. I mean, this is a reasonable opponent, especially to start this, to start the season.
Look,
so
yeah, here's what I know. We're going up against Xavier Howard, who's their starting corner. Xavier Howard didn't play in the league last year. Xavier Howard's knee, one of his knees is bone on bone. If Tyreek Hill making all that money, if Jalen Waddle making all that money, if our quarterback making all that money can't have success against Xavier Howard, something's wrong. And FYI, I said this on the show last night with Tom, their other cornerback had a passer rating against last year of 116.6. You know what that means? Pretty much every pass that you threw at this guy, the receiver caught the ball. Their 2 corners are just as bad as ours, but we got the better quarterback and passing game. If we can't take advantage of this team this week, something wrong. That's my prediction. That's which I gave last night. You'll give yours at the end of the show. I had Miami 24-23 in a win. We'll wait for yours at the end of the show. Last question, though, Allie. Who's going to come in second place in the AFC? We all know the Bills are going to win. Look, we hate the Bills. We just got to – they're going to win the East. Okay, they're going to win the East.
Yeah.
Who's going to come in second, though?
I think we will.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable take.
It's totally reasonable.
Totally reasonable.
And it's also totally reasonable for the Bills not to get first place. Anything can happen because this is – listen, Mike, this is football, okay? This is any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, sometimes Friday now, like –
sometimes Friday in Brazil.
yeah, right. Like anything can happen. So brand new season. And we're gonna see if the Dolphins are gonna sink or swim. It's gonna be probably pretty evident from week 1 what kind of team we're dealing with, and who knows? Maybe we'll be totally explosive, and the NFL will be talking all about the Dolphins.
If we play the same style of offense we did in 2023, we're gonna be in the playoffs because that offense was unstoppable. The problem was 2024 happened.
Yes. Well, we knew that we were within a time frame where it was like really like do or die. We were nearing the end of some, critical contracts, and it was do or die time. And unfortunately, we died.
Yeah.
But I guess we're kind of rebuilding now. So here we are.
Well,
we're still working with.
as Chris Greer, or as I called him today in something I wrote, Chris, hey, don't look at me. I'm just a GM. Greer said we're in a financial reset. Like he's got no say over this.
No.
It just blows my mind. It's like resetting from what? Not winning, not making the playoffs, not having success. What are you resetting? It's just that's the frustrating part. And even this story with Waller is a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Not that I expected a lot from him, but I did expect him to be healthy by week 1 for a guy who was off all of last year.
Yeah.
Don't call me crazy. And it sounds like he might not be. But again, we're going to try to keep it positive here. Let's see what happens.
I'm really trying to keep it positive.
Yeah,
because
let's see what happens this weekend. Let's see what happens this weekend.
This is probably the most realistic like Dolphreaky that you're gonna see in a long time, because I have been that overly positive fan for a long time.
And it's tough getting your heart crushed year after year, time after time.
So hard.
There comes a point where you got to put up your guard a little bit.
I said
today to some point, it's like fans of the Dolphins are like Charlie Brown. Every time they go to kick the football, Lucy pulls it away. Like after so many times, you're going to stand up and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing. That's what you're going to be like. Really?
No, and even my own kids.
This?
I'm trying to raise children in this fan base. You know, I want them to see the beauty in all of this. And, you know, they're saying to me like, Mom, why do you like this team that makes you cry every week? Why do you like this? And I'm like, well, kids, you know, it's about the fandom and it's about the family and this and that.
All about the community, making friends. But it's great.
It's more than football, kids. But it's hard.
Not really. No, at the end of the day, that's the thing. Like all that stuff, like I would never have met you if not for something like this. All that stuff. Like that's all, it's fun and it's great. But at the end of the day,
we want to win.
No one is, you like you give up a Sunday, like you work, you're a mom, you give up an entire Sunday, like 8 times a year or so to go to Hard Rock Stadium, put together a tailgate, go to the games and do all that stuff. It's like at some point,
it's like a quarter of my salary, yearly on this lifestyle. You know what I mean? And I look around at this crazy room I'm sitting in and I sometimes I'm just, I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I'm disgusted by all of it. I'm like, I can't even look at that logo right now. I'm so peeved. I just like we just have to stay positive. That's it. It's a brand new season, and I don't care. But there are times it's like, what am I doing with my life? It's like an abusive relationship. Crazy.
It's like an abusive relationship. It's like this is my home office where I work every day. So if I'm on a Zoom call at work, not to do with the Dolphins, people see us behind me like, what are you doing? Oh, it's just a nice home office I got. It's like, I don't even try to explain it to people because they think I'm a nut. Like they stink. I go, trust me, I know.
Yeah. We know more than anyone, but we do our best to be diehard fans and loyal.
And when your children get older, not now, they're too young, obviously, but when they get older, you can explain to them, why do you follow this team? Because it gives mommy a reason to drink.
True story. And we sure do. I don't drink at all in the off season. At all, actually. Unless, I guess if we're going out or something social or whatever, but come football season, we need to drink. And that freaky juice be flowing.
Freaky juice, that's it. We got to get a sponsor for that. We got to get labels. We got
we got to bottle this shit up and start selling it.
We got to make some money off this freaky juice. That's great.
Definitely come to the tailgate and get some.
One question I forgot to ask you, which I probably should. What are your thoughts on the new rivalries uniforms that they're going to wear versus the Jets on Monday night?
I love them. So I will say this. My husband always wears a black jersey, it's all freaky security. That's been his thing. And so he's feeling some sort of way like, oh, everyone's going to look like me now, like with the jersey. And I'm like, it's dark blue, it's not the
deep
same.
Blue pitch, they call it. Deep blue pitch. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's something refreshing and it's like dark. I like what it stands for. Like, like the depths of this, fandom. You really like just I love it.
At first I was like, then I go, you know what? It's actually not that bad because I was expecting worse, actually. I was expecting like the Miami Vice theme. I'm like, that's been so played out. Don't do a Miami Vice theme.
I think that was too predictable. That's why they didn't do it.
So the fact it's not that and it's this, it's kind of grown on me. And I know next week, September 10th, which is like a Wednesday, I think. That's when they go on sale. They're going to sell a ton of them. They're going to make a mint off this. And it's only one time a year for 3 years, and you'll never see them again. I read that online for the league. So you wear it once this year, once 2026, once in 2027. That's it. It goes away. So it's going to be very limited, which I think that's also going to drive a lot of sales as well for people.
I've already seen different like off brand sites
from China.
China
I guess
selling
people
them.
found sites and like I would never order from there because A, I would think I'm never going to see this, and B, they're going to take my credit card info and just like charge like. But people are ordering them from China, the knockoffs. I don't know what they're going to look like, but God bless people for having that kind of faith.
I am going to plug something right now
Well,
because
go for it. Yeah.
the one China site that I do love is fansidea.com. I'm actually literally wearing their thing right now.
Oh.
And it's good quality. Like this actually is good quality and they're affordable and you can customize them any way you want, any colors, you know, like this isn't really like a dolphin color, but I mean, it's close and I
It works for you.
It works for me. It's got my name on the front and the back and it's more affordable than, you know, any other jersey like from NFL Shop or Fanatics, like to have one of those.
Not
things
Caneswear. We like Caneswear.
We love Caneswear. So Caneswear is a problem for me. If I go in there, I'm spending money no matter what. There is way too much stuff and I just want it all. Yeah. And also, I really think it's crazy because like Caneswear, like the Hurricanes clothing for women is so cute. I don't know why the Dolphins don't just follow suit. Like whatever the Hurricanes are doing with their women's clothing, they need to do with the Dolphins.
I think in the NFL, there's more rules and restrictions
there's
around
that stuff.
Where
there's got to be a
college,
reason.
It's more like the Wild West where you can just sell whatever the hell you want. I think that's kind of what the difference is.
Caneswear has such nice stuff.
Yeah. Caneswear. I went there with Tom last year. What game would you go to? I forget. The game versus Arizona, which we lost, of course. And that Saturday, there was a Hurricanes game. I didn't think because it's not near the stadium. Well, we went there Saturday morning. The line was down the strip mall just to get into the store. Now, I just want to talk to the guy who's our sponsor, just say hi to him. It's like, I can't get in the store. They won't let me in. They're like, yeah, we don't care. It's like, okay. So I sent the guy text. I go, I know you're swamped, but I just can't get in because he won't let me in. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. But like that place gets packed.
It does.
And they have so much good stuff.
And they're also friendly and helpful. And I love Caneswear.
Very nice.
I literally need to go there like next weekend.
Yeah.
When I get into town, I'm doing it.
Yeah. All right. So on the show each week, we're going to have fun. And if you're a longtime listener to any of our podcasts, you know the game I play with our friend Big E, Ian Berger. And Ian, I talked to him the other day. He's doing good. He's hanging in there, fighting through this. We love you, E. Can't wait to get you back on the regular podcast.
He's like halfway through with the treatments already.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, he said, too. He had like 1 or 2 days, which weren't great. But other than that, it's been not as bad as he thought. So that's awesome to hear. And we love Big E. But one of the games he loves that I always play with him, which I'm going to play with you this year, is the Florida Man game. And we've played this before, but for those of you who don't know, look, here's the deal. Our favorite team plays in Florida, but we know the state of Florida has got some stuff that's a little bit weird. Like you always hear this story, a guy goes through like a Wendy's thing and he throws like an alligator through like the window of the drive. Like stuff that would never happen anywhere else seems to happen in Florida. But you know, we don't want to just pick on Florida. It's like fun, gentle humor. We're just having laughs. But other parts of the country got these crazy stories too. There might not be as many of them, but there are those stories out there. So what I do is I'm going to read 2 stories. I'm going to read them to Allie. And she's got to guess which one happened in Florida and which one happened outside the state of Florida. We play for pride, not prize. We're having fun. So if you're at home, don't Google the answers. If you're watching, just try to guess along and let's see what happens. So here is story number 1. A man runs over a foot model with his car on the first date. A man allegedly, because we don't want to get sued, even though it's in the newspaper, allegedly ran over a foot model with his car on their first date after she refused to let him smell her feet. The man's name, who was 28 years old, allegedly arranged this meeting on the dating app Seeking with the woman. When he asked her if he could smell her feet and buy her used sneakers, she got a little creeped out. The model, who didn't want to share her name, said he would have to fork over $1,000 for the shoes and that she would have to retrieve them from the car. The man got very upset and said that's too expensive. So then the model ran to the bathroom inside the hotel. When she's in the restroom, scared, she hears a bunch of noises. So she runs out of the bathroom and she gets outside into the parking lot outside of this hotel area. And the man did a 3-point turn and ran her over with his SUV. The foot model needed some attention. She has a road rash, and her arms and back and chest are swelled up a little bit after she was struck. So
her feet are fine.
Yeah, the feet are fine because she's a foot model. Got to take care of the money
Thank
makers.
goodness, yeah.
Got to take care of the money maker. So that's story number 1. Story number 2, and I actually have a picture for this one.
Oh my goodness.
Officers on Tuesday night, not this Tuesday, on Tuesday night, stopped a man and a woman driving a stolen car And they found a lot more in the car. When officers pulled over the happy couple, they searched the car and found cash, a loaded revolver, and a bag that said, and I'm going to share the picture, definitely not a bag full of drugs. But guess what was on the inside of the bag? It was a bag full of drugs.
Drugs.
Meth and fentanyl, according to court records, over 10 grams. So, story number one, the foot model getting run over by the guy who wanted to smell her feet and buy her sneakers. Was that Florida or somewhere else? And was the bag not of drugs, which was a bag of drugs? Did that happen in Florida or somewhere else? Dolphreaky, what say you?
So both of these things, drugs and models, are very characteristic of Florida.
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna say that the foot model happened in Florida because it just seems like such a Miami story.
Dolphreaky, week one of this NFL season, you are correct.
Yeah.
The foot model came over in Florida. See, and that was recently too. It was September 2nd, so just like last week. No, it was just earlier this week. I think.
Was it in Miami?
Miami. What does it say?
Broward County.
The Serena Hotel in Adventure. Where's that? Is that north?
Oh, Aventura?
Yes, that's it.
That's in the area. Yes.
Okay,
that's
where that
area.
one took place.
Yeah.
And the one with the cops in the bag, not of drugs, was Portland, Oregon, actually.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense because
they have a drug problem there.
Out there with their Starbucks, the hippies smoking their little marijuana and all that stuff.
Not a bag full of drugs.
That was a bag full of drugs, not marijuana though, unfortunately. Yeah, another game we're going to play this year, and this is more on me than Allie, is we're going to, each week we have an opponent, and we got to get to know who we're playing each week. We got to get to know your opponent, and we got to get to know our opponent's city who we're going up against. And again, this is all good, gentle humor. Don't take it seriously, folks, because I know some people don't like some of these jokes, but it's just in fun. And let's get to the game of know your opponent's city.
It's now time to get to know your opponent's city.
All right, so Indianapolis, Indiana. We're going to talk about the city of Indianapolis, the state of Indiana, where corduroy is still a fashion statement. That's right. Indianapolis calls itself the crossroads of America, which is just a very nice way of saying this is the place you drive through to get somewhere better. The Indianapolis 500 is the biggest event in the city each year, which is just translation for it's the highlight of Indianapolis is where everyone leaves town at 200 miles an hour. Get me the hell out of here. People say Indianapolis is like a smaller Chicago, which is true. If you took away the food, the culture, the skyline, and the fun, they're totally identical. Just take that away. Indianapolis is just like Chicago. Indianapolis nightlife is so dead that even the ghosts are like, nah, this is too quiet for me. I got to go somewhere else. And did you know, Allie, this is a fun fact. Did you know that the state of Indiana has produced 29 serial killers? That little state has produced 29 serial killers. I bet you didn't know that, but you can tell your husband. I don't know what's going on up there, but serial killers like a business up there. Tell your husband that right before you go to bed tonight. You'll be like, what the hell are you talking about?
When I went to Indianapolis last year, everyone was so nice. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they're all serial killers. That's how
serial killers. That's how they lure their people in.
Yeah, they were luring us all right. They were come on in. Come into the bar. I know you guys are Dolphin fans, but come in. Come party. Come have shots with us.
Yeah.
We were like very over the top welcoming.
And sometimes stuff happens when that happens.
Things happened.
Things happen. Yeah. Also, what famous people has the state of Indiana provided us here in America? First off, John Cougar Mellencamp, who now he likes to call himself John Mellencamp. He dropped a cougar, in his little pink houses. Oh, the songs aren't that good, buddy. Okay. Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady. She's from Indiana. Now, let's be honest. I like the Brady Bunch. I used to watch her. I still see a rerun. I might stop for 10, 15 minutes. That Mrs. Brady, there's always something a little off with her. She always looked at Alice kind of funny. I think she wanted to experiment with Alice. Something was Shelley Long. Remember Shelley Long? That's the big dope who was on Cheers when it was the #1 show in the country, and she quit to go make bad movies. Who quits the #1 TV show in the 80s? You know how much money she was making back then? Shelley Long from Indiana quit Cheers. Hello. Michael Jackson from Indiana. Weirdo. Let's just call it what it is. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders is from Indiana.
Weirdo.
Let's be honest. Popeyes and Chick-fil-A's better. Let's just call it what it is. Now, Indiana did give us David Letterman. I
Okay.
can't bash that. We like Dave. That's like
Fair
one out of a billion people. So their percentage is pretty low. And that is get to know your opponent's city for week 1 with Indianapolis, Indiana. And yeah, a lot of weirdos there, 29 serial killers and some dumb celebrities. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Well, I will say this: they have a pretty dope football stadium. Have
That is
you
very
seen the
nice.
architecture? Is very, very nice. I
Very
enjoy
cutting
it.
edge. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Very
really nice.
It's not
And like
quite
I
a
said,
dome.
friendly folks.
Yeah, sometimes too friendly.
Man, I wonder.
Yeah. Okay, as we wrap up the show here, it's time for Allie's Dolphreaky's prediction. Colts, Dolphins, both teams, I think, you tell me if I'm wrong, kind of similar in that kind of a transition. Nobody's expecting them to go far this year, but they're not bad. They're just kind of like in the middle. Both teams have weak secondaries. Both teams have quarterbacks with something to prove. Jones, his time with the Giants, it didn't end well. Tua, he's got to stay healthy. He's got to
have the better
lead
quarterback.
this team. Yeah, we do have the better quarterback. And it really comes down to, can Miami's passing game dominate, and can the Colts with Jonathan Taylor, if they're running the ball well, that's going to be tough to beat them. So which one of those two sort of takes center stage? So how do you see this game playing out, and what's a prediction?
I think our passing game takes center stage. I think it's going to be close. I think probably 21-17 Dolphins is reasonable. I think it could even be a nail biter at the end. But like you said, like very similar teams. We ended the season very similarly last year. So I think we'll still come out on top. There's no reason why we can't win this game. And I think ultimately it's going to just come down to us having the better quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's a big deal. My only fear, Jason Sanders isn't playing.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
hope we don't lose on like an extra point or like a short missed field goal.
Very frustrating.
That would be so Dolphins type of deals. Like
Yeah.
really, that'd be like we lose like 21-20 because we missed like an extra point or something. So something look crazy like that. Like so I really hope, because I never heard this guy we signed, Riley Patterson.
Riley,
or something.
yeah.
I've never heard of him. I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but hopefully the offense doesn't put him in a situation to where he has to do much except kick extra points, which is fine. Don't make him have to kick like a 47-yarder with 5 seconds.
No, yeah. Let's not let it come down to that.
Yeah, let's not let it come down to. Yeah, I picked Miami 24-23. You got what, 21-17?
21-17.
We're both picking them to win this week. We'll see what happens. Before I wrap up, one more sponsor I want to shout out is mybookie.com. Fantasy League, they pay in bragging rights. MyBookie pays in cash. If you go to mybookie.com, you can bet all the college game, all the NFL games. And if you use the promo code Dolphins, your first bet up to $500 is fully covered if you use the bet back bonus. What does that mean? If you want to bet $200 on Miami to win and say they lose, well, you're getting your money back because it's covered as long as you choose the bet back bonus token. And if you use the promo code Dolphins that we have set up exclusively here at our website, mybookie.com. They got all the sports. You can bet tennis, you can bet UFC, you can bet college football, you can bet NFL football. There's games, there's futures, there's prop bets. Mybookie.com, promo code Dolphins. First bet up to $500 is covered as long as you use the bet back bonus. Check it out. This is real football season, and this is real cash. Mybookie.com. Time to bet. All right, Allie, this was a fun first show. As I said, we'll be back next week here in the Dolphins Talk YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed to the Dolphins Talk YouTube channel so when the show drops, you are notified. Not going to say what day each week because we don't know ourselves.
We're going to keep it
drop when it drops.
Yeah,
that's right.
Drop when it drops. When I'm not in the pharmacy, it might drop.
It might drop on a Tuesday. Might drop on a Wednesday. Could drop on a Friday. We don't know, and that's what makes it fun. So everyone, follow Dolphreaky on Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere at Dolphreaky. Follow myself at Dolphins Talk. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great Saturday. We'll talk to you again after a while. And folks, don't forget, we still must put an end to highway profanity. Fins up, Allie.
Fins up. Let's go. Let's play some football.